And we also have Sam McKeown on the show as well. Sam and RitaLive.com is the website. Tell us what kind of listener or what type of ideal client you may be looking for.
Oh, thanks, Brandon. I would like to pick up here on something that Diane said, and she talked about a business or a person who had gotten some money from their employer.
Yep.
And they couldn't prove it by the employee handbook. Do you know how many small businesses out there do not have an employee handbook?
Exactly.
They have no clue as to what the current laws are. We had one business that I know very closely during this last pandemic did not have the current Family Medical Leave Act poster up when it came to the benefits for COVID.
Yep.
That's the average fine when they come in and they start looking at your posters and stuff like that is about $35,000.
Jeez, they're just looking to put people out.
They're looking to put people out. And, you know, currently the biggest talking point coming from Washington has to do with diversity and inclusion.
Right.
And we want to be, you know, and rightfully so. But here's the thing. Most employers have not properly trained their staff. They haven't taken the training themselves.
Yeah.
And so you talk diversity and inclusion to people, and they get all bent out of shape. They think you're going to come in and talk about race relations. They think you're going to talk about sexism and things like that. That's not what it's all about. You have to know how to deal with each situation, and you have to have your people trained. Mm-hmm. And so many businesses are going to. It's going to come down to it. If somebody complains and you have done the training,
right,
then it's back to the employee's portion. If you haven't done the training as the business owner, you're the one that's going to be held accountable, and you know how it goes when it comes down from Washington. Yeah. And our company we do a certified program called Another Seat at the Table. Mm-hmm. And to play off of that, a lot of businesses will invite people to the table, but they can't eat. And so we try to teach them how to make sure that people are really, truly included. It doesn't matter what the makeup of your team is, but everybody has to have a say.
Sam, in your course, don't you give a certificate for the completion of that so you don't get fined?
The course is SHRM certified, which is a Society of Human Resources Managers. The course itself is certified, and I'm in the process of having my company certified as a recertifier. Yep. Yeah, and there is.
Yeah, and it's, the other thing that's really big right now is the federal mandate. It's in that $1.9 trillion handout package they're giving. It's the $15 an hour. Going to really hurt small business. It's going to help Walmart's. Yeah, it's going to kill a lot of small business. It's going to help Walmart and the big boys. They're going to easily absorb that. They're going to just knock a couple $1 million off of their executives' pay. But for small businesses, it's just one more reason why they're going to get hurt and punished by this new administration.
It's going to push most small businesses, to have the credit card processing fees, putting it on the consumer, so they don't have to pay for it. But the consumer is going to be mad about it. So,
yeah, it's going to have so many ripple effects in a lot of different places, especially the small town, farmers markets and just these different small companies, these niche businesses. That are, they're going to raise prices on everybody. It's going to really have a ripple effect. And the ultimate effect is just like back in 2008 when they changed the mortgage rules and they did this Dodd-Frank thing that, more layers of bureaucracy, more cost for attorneys, and just another way to punish the small business owner, this capitalist, and AKA, probably folks that didn't vote the way they wanted them to vote. So let's take a break here. When we come back, more from our expert contributors here in studio and our feel-good story of the day. This is a really cool feel-good story. So, we always talk about plastic waste, all this plastic. We know it's floating out in the ocean out there as well. But this is a Kenyan engineer that turns plastic waste into bricks stronger than concrete. And so putting that to a positive use rather than a waste product. So stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Make sure you check out consumerqb.com.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group. And you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.